Hello, I hope you will all be fine. We are delivering lectures of Python for beginners, absolutely for beginners. I hope you will be understanding all the concepts. We are going to cover it in 30 lectures, and this is our sixth lecture. Today's topic is Python numbers. We are following w3schools.com tutorial. We have so far covered up till Python data types. Today is Python number. Let's start. There are three numeric types in Python. Int for integer, float, decimal number, and complex imaginary number like a plus iota b, which contains a imaginary part. Okay. Variables of numeric types are created when you assign a value to them. Okay, very simple. Very easy way in Python. When we assign value like this, we have assigned one is an integer to x and then variable x created. This is a numeric type, integer data type created. And similarly, this is a decimal and this is float. And this is 1j is a complex. So when we write the value, the numeric data types, which are the variables x, y, and z, respectively, are created. I hope you got the point. To verify the type of any object in Python, use the type function. Now, you have already seen that we can get the type of the function and we can do it in our PyCharm ID. We are doing our practical programming of example and so on in PyCharm. Here, if we want to run it, here it is very simple. This is class n. This is the first one, is type of x. We have already understood about it in the previous lecture as well. And similarly, as a class float, y is a class float. The numeric data type, another numeric data type, complex number. And here it is the 1j, it's a class complex. Very easy and very interesting. So move to the next int. Int for integer. Int or integer is a whole number, positive or negative, without decimal or unlimited length. Okay, it can be -1, -2 up to -infinity, and up to infinity. It's a whole number, and without decimal, it's called an integer. Example here, it is x is this, y is this, z is this, no length, unlimited length. So when we print it, type of, it will show only the class of integer in type. Let's do it in our PyCharm ID. And we print it all, and it will show that this is type integer. There is no limitation in it from a language. But in C++ or some other language, there was long, there was double, these type of type for there for length. But here, no restriction of length. This is why Python is very easy and very versatile language and very interesting, and it is capturing the world towards it. So, now, float. Float or floating point number is a number positive negative containing one or more digits. Okay, here is the 2 decimal, 1 decimal is negative or positive, doesn't matter, but decimal must be there. So this is the type of float. Here we are going to let's see it, and here we run it, and it will type of x, y, z, all will be of class float. There is no limit of length. So I hope you got it. Move to the next. Float can also be scientific with and e. Just we know that that we are already familiar with mathematics that e raised power 10 100 here we can write above it, but here e 100 it's a scientific way of writing some numbers, so large numbers. In this way, this is also a float. Here once again, these are the way of writing this, and power a, and here we are going to do it. What we are going to do it, and well, that we are going to perform action here. This is a class flow. Let's see. No. I hope you got it. Go to the next topic. We are following the suppose very easy tutorial. If you are enjoying with us or you are liking this tutorial in an easy way, please subscribe to our channel and you may click the bell icon below to get our lectures in time. Also, you can like it, share to your friends. Also, give your positive, negative feedback, something you need to give us feedback, and so that we may improve. In the comments, we will also share with you contacts of email and WhatsApp. You can also send us your important information, queries for our improvement suggestions. So move ahead. Complex number are written with a j as the imaginary part. Here it is 3 plus. This is the real part, 5j is the imaginary part. This is the imaginary part are positive and minus 5j is the negative imaginary minus 5. Here, if we type it, we will get this one. Here it is. That's it. Here it is. Here it is. Complex class. Very simple and very easy. I hope you got it. Now, move to the type conversion. You can convert from one type to another with the int, float, and complex method. These are the constructors. Complex and float class, and these are the constructor method. We are already familiar with it. Here it is. We are going to do it in our PyCharm here, and the right side of the screen, you can see that. Here it is. Here it is. Now, let's from start here. This x is equal to integer, is a float, is a complex data type, and convert from int to float. If I want to convert from integer to float, we will simply write float of x. This is a float function, and now x will become simple for data type float. Similarly, p is a y is a float, but it will convert into integer whole number. Convert from int to complex, we can also do it complex of it. Print. Now, if we are going to print in this way, so we will see that a will be shifted to float and b will be shifted to similarly to integer. Even though this is a y, okay, it was a type of float initially, but now it has been converted. Okay, similarly c will become now complex number data type. When we see here, when we print it, we execute our command, you will get to this result. This is it, float, and then complex. In this way, you can change the data types and from one data type or like integer to float, float to integer, or complex to integer, and this was the method we have shown you. Now, next random number, because any number which is random, Python does not have a random function to make a random number, but Python has a built-in module called random. It is a Python has not got random function, but it has a built-in module called random that can be used to make random numbers. We can generate random number from random module, built-in function. Import the random module and display random number from 1 to 9. Here it is import random range, and random range 1 to 10. It will print 1 to 10. So here we can see that very easy way we are doing programming in our here it is built in a module, and here random dot rand range, it will start from 1 and stop till 10. Okay, basically it will print. Okay, let's see. We are already trying in our programming. It is generated different 7. It is here is 5 and W3 school editor, but it will print only of one one number. Here from starting 1 to 10, it will generate any number. Once again, we are going to click it, it will generate 5. And here we are clicking a true, any number it will generate. Okay, it is important. Understand. Next is exercise. We have reached exercise. What? Which is not a legal numerator path int long float long. It doesn't exist here, but in C++ it does have impact over there. Here it is. So we have done it, and we move to the next. Is a path on costing, and what is costing? You are already familiar about costing, but we are going to study this topic. Specify a variable type. We are going to specify a variable type with costing. There may be times when you want to specify type onto a variable. Okay, we want to specify to ourselves for our own purpose. This can be done with the casting. Python is an object-oriented language. We have already produced procedural object-oriented programming, function-based programming as well. It is a merge of all three. So it is also we can call it as the object-oriented, because we can create class. We have a class and then objects are created. We will learn about class object later. And as such, it uses classes to define data types, including primitive types. Primitive very built in pure, okay, fundamentals. Casting in Python is therefore done using constructor function, just like int. Construct a number from integer literal or a float literal by removing R decimal or string literal, providing the string represent as a whole number. Okay, okay. Here, if we have an int constructor, we pass it out some variable. We can convert a construct integer number from, if it is integer or float or string. Float, construct a float number from integer literal, a float literal, a string literal, providing string represent float or an integer. Okay, if a string here if the string represents a whole number, then it will be converted to int. Otherwise, it will give an error. But here it will provide us if a string is float and integer, then it will be converted to float. Otherwise, a string if we can character, then it will not do so, because it's not possible to convert characters to something. String, construct a string from a wide variety of data type, including string, integer data. If we give any data type of string, the integer data type we do in this way string way, then it will print string one very easy way. So it will be converted. Now, if we have we have a program, so we show you here. Here we have to run it. So it is actually going to end up on 1, and similarly here it is 2.8 and 3. Okay, it will be converted. Now all these are the data type of integer. If we see type of X, it will give the all will give integer class. But if here we take ABC, then it will be wrong, because it only works on integer, works on whole number, not on characters. So hopefully you got it. And next we are moving it, just like here, it's a float. So it will print all floats. I have already studied it, and here it is. So we are going to convert it. This is the way, and it will integer. It will show 3.0 and 2.8 and 1.0. Here float, and because it represents decimal points here, and here 4.2, 4.8. These all are floated data type and numeric data type in the here. Next. Now we move forward to our example here, strings, and let's see what is string. And here it is. This is our program, and we will run it in our PyCharm ID usual. Let's run it. Here it is. Now, what will happen? X string S1, 2, and 3. It's a floating point, basically, and it's integer and it's string. But all these will be, if we print it S1, to all will be now plus string. Okay, it means if we know do programming as z plus something 4, it will give z plus y or z sorry 3 plus y or 3 plus 3.2 plus z, because it has become the class of string, so we cannot add a string with any integer value or floating value or complex human number. So I hope you got it. Here is our exercise question at the end of this topic. What will be the result of the following code? Is the print int of 35.88. Okay. What will it print? Whether it will be rounded or truncated? Let's see. It is 35. Correct answer. All the decimal will be discarded. So 35.88, it will not round it. Only it will discard the decimal point because it's of integer. Type int of 35.8. It will give 35. So we have finished our lecture today. If the Python number casting, we will continue Python string and further in our next lectures. So at the end of the lecture, as I promised you, you can contact us, both our emails at gmail.com, mobile WhatsApp, 032059666143, and yes, on YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. And we will be back for our next lecture. Bye.